With us here on Colorado and Company, I'm your host, Amelia Earhart. In the short time since Firefly Autism began serving children and families in 2003, they've grown to become the leader in Colorado and one of the most respected treatment facilities all across the country. And we are excited to share all the exciting news with our good friend Jessie Ogas here, who is the Executive Director at Firefly, and from the Morgridge, I want to make sure I'm saying that right, Morgridge Family Foundation, Carrie Morgridge. And for viewers who don't know a lot about Firefly Autism yet, let's start off with you, Jesse.
Sure.
Tell us what it's all about.
So Firefly Autism is not just a center for treating children and adults with autism. It's actually so much more than that. We're one of the leaders in ABA therapy around the nation. We're being published on several of the research projects that we've had going on. We're respected internationally. I mean, Firefly has really come into its own, especially over the last 5 years. We've seen this tremendous growth. We have a waiting list of over 180 kids trying to get into Firefly, and so it's an exciting time for us.
Yeah, people are always talking about what you are up to. Now let's talk about Firefly's new home and what's happening there.
So we bought a school from Jefferson County School District on July 1st. It's located at 2001 Hoyt Street. It's literally 3 blocks east of Kipling and 20th. Yeah. And so it's a 30,000 square foot building. Wow. Beautiful. It's got ADH or where disabilities for ADA, my goodness, I couldn't, ADH. ADA compliant now because we have an elevator. So what that means is that we're going to be able to serve children in wheelchairs, which we've not been able to do. So we're really excited.
Oh, that is good to hear. Now, it's not all that's working, or that's not all that Firefly is working on right now. But you're actually partnering with the Morgridge Family Foundation to create the ASTAR Fellowship. So, Carrie, we'll talk to you in just a moment. Tell us what this partnership is about. It's exciting.
So ASTAR stands for Advanced Student Training in Autism ABA Research. It's an amazing time right now, and what we're doing is we're creating a fellowship for people that are interested in becoming therapists in this exploding field across behavioral health. And so thanks to Carrie and John and the foundation, we're able to do this, and now we're going to be creating the next workforce that is in such high demand, and also cross-training our educators, so that not only will they have a certificate in education, but they'll also be certified as ABA therapists, which makes them a higher demand commodity across the world.
Oh, this is so exciting, and this has got to be so exciting for you and your foundation, Carrie. The Morgridge Family Foundation is very passionate about supporting education, but what excites you most about this partnership?
I think, you know, Jesse said he closed on the building on July 1st, and July 1st at noon, we were the first ones to go in the building, and we could actually see his vision come to life of we're not serving enough families, we're not serving enough community with children of autism, and it's not just nationwide, it's globally. And I think this is, the ASTAR program is going to allow them to grow and expand their research and what we can do for children, families, and community.
Yeah, that's an exciting partnership for sure. Now, Jesse, how about Firefly and the other ways that you're expanding your existing programs? Because you've always got a lot going on.
Well, so, you know, we've basically founded on early childhood program, and then we got into school age program. But with the new facility now, which is so important and so needed, we're having women call and saying that my husband was just diagnosed on the spectrum and he's in his 40s. There is nothing out there. So one of the beautiful things with the ASTAR program is that we're creating the next workforce, but we're also going to be able to utilize them to work with adults. So the center will function in the day as a school for children, but in the evenings it transforms into a facility to serve adults who were either misdiagnosed, underdiagnosed, or diagnosed later in life.
Well, that's neat that you get to use it for 2 different purposes
and
take advantage of the whole clock, really.
Yes.
So we talked a little bit about how special Firefly is nationally. You're leading the way in how everyone approaching autism research and how they're getting that research done around behavioral health. How are you pulling all of this off? What makes you so passionate?
You know, every day when I walk in, and Carrie will tell you this because she's come to the center when the kids are there, when you see children doing things that they've never done, when you see children who couldn't speak for the first time, and the first words that they say is, "I love you" to their mom or "I love you" to their dad, and you have parents come to you and they're crying because they for the first time in their lives, they're like seeing what we told them from the very beginning is never give up hope. There's always breakthroughs at Firefly. And Carrie and John and I were at a luncheon and we were talking about this journey, and it was interesting because Carrie reminded me and John reminded me that, Jesse, we've been watching you guys for the past 6-7 years. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we were volunteers with AMP the Cause over a decade ago, and we went to Firefly and brought bins and did paint and did help with carpet and all of that. So we've been watching and slightly funding Jesse.
Yeah.
But when he showed us a new building and what that space is going to do, not just for the community, but for other communities nationally, we really got our spark on. And we're ready to get behind him in a big way.
I love
And the cool thing is not just nationally, globally.
Yes.
I mean, we have countries, people from other countries coming to learn about Firefly and learn about the work that we're doing. It's so exciting.
I love it. Jesse, Carrie, thank you both. I can feel your
Thank you.
enthusiasm around this research, helping them discover the world and helping the world discover them. That's the mission of Firefly Autism. Learn more about them and support online at fireflyautism.org. We'll be right back.